Good morning students, my name is Daud Ali from Shiv Jyoti School and I am your teacher for today's lesson. I hope you are having a good time, and if you are not, then you will have now, because we are going to study together something very interesting. So allow me to begin with your today's topic, Chapter 4, more on adjectives. Adjectives are sweetness in life if used positively and sourness in life if used negatively. So when it comes to speaking English, adjectives are all those words that we say to someone or about someone or something, either in their tarif or in their burai, either in their appreciation or in their criticism. But from the grammar point of view and from the examination point of view, adjectives are describing words that tell us something about a noun or a pronoun. Let's see for an example. Beena is a helpful girl. Here the word helpful has been used to describe Beena. The word helpful is appreciating, a word of appreciation for Beena. Okay, what would happen in the other case, which I mentioned a few seconds ago? Beena is a lazy girl. Here the word lazy would be in the criticism, that would be an adjective. Okay, moving on. Now sometimes what happens, we see multiple adjectives just in one sentence. You want to know how it looks like? Here it goes. Reena read a wonderful short Chinese tale. Back to back we can see three adjectives here: wonderful, short and Chinese. So these adjectives are not written randomly here. There is a certain order. This is the order that we need to keep in mind: general opinion, specific opinion, size, shape, age, color, nationality and material. This is the thing which we need to keep in mind. This is the order that we have followed. Now the question may arise in your mind, what is general opinion? Worry not, I am still here, I will tell you. General opinion. General opinion is something which is visible to everyone. It is something which everybody knows about. That is general opinion. For example, there might be a boy or a girl in your class who is very tall, and everybody knows about this, that he or she is very tall. You know it, your friend knows it, and I know it, that she is tall or he is tall. So something everybody knows about, something which is visible to everyone, that is general opinion. Now we are coming to specific opinion. Specific opinion is something what I personally feel about it. Okay, he or she is tall, everybody knows it, you know it, your friend knows it, I know it. But what I personally feel about that particular student is my personal opinion. That is specific opinion. He is good, she is nice. Okay, that is personal opinion. So when it comes to multiple adjectives and order of adjectives, we will first see in the sentence the general opinion if it is mentioned, then specific opinion, then we will come to size, how tall, how long, how short, etc. Then shape, oval like an egg, round, square, etc. Then we will try to look for age. It can be old, young, the person can be of 26 and person can be of 33. Then color, black, white, green, red. Then comes nationality, who or what belongs to which country. It can be any non-living item, it can be a person, to which country, whichever country he or she belongs. If the nationality is mentioned, it has to be seventh in the order. It has to be mentioned somewhere in the last in the sentence. For example, Arab, Turkish, Indian, etc. And the last, material. We will mention material. Do not worry, we are going to go through some examples and this will all be clear to you just in few seconds. Non-living things that can be seen or touched. Example, cotton, silk, iron and steel. This will be the last. So as we discussed, try to pay attention. Tom was a tall, handsome, young Japanese sailor. Tall. What is tall? General opinion. Visible to everyone, known to everyone. What I feel about Tom, my opinion, personal opinion, that is specific opinion, that will be chosen second. Handsome. And then size. Can we see size? No. Can we see shape there? No. But we can see age in the sentence, young. Young Japanese sailor. So the words tall, handsome, young and Japanese are all adjectives describing who? Describing this person named as Tom. In the example number 2, something like this has been repeated. Alia has bought an expensive oval green emerald pendant. Here the words expensive, oval, green and emerald are all adjectives. When we are done with it, you can check. Oval is shape, green is color and emerald is material, and material has to be in the last as we discussed. See, material has to be in the last. Cotton, silk, iron, steel and emerald is also a kind of material. So here the material was mentioned, so it was in the last in the sentence. Now children, we are going to go through these examples so that you can understand well. Okay, mother brought me a red pretty silk dress for my birthday. Mother brought me a now here color is coming first. This is not according to the order that we have learned. This is wrong. Color is mentioned first, whereas color shouldn't be first. As we learned before, where is the color in the sequence? It's not on 3, it's not on 4, not on 5, it's on 6. So color was mentioned in the beginning, which shouldn't be there. So we are rewriting it. Pretty red silk dress. Silk is a material, so it is in the last. Dress for my birthday. So here we have 3 adjectives: pretty, red and silk being the material, it is in the last. It has to be in the last according to the order that we have studied, that we have learned. Now moving on to the next example. Did the guests like the Chinese tasty nutritious soup prepared by the chef? Can you try to figure out the mistake? Can you pay attention? Can you see? Chinese. What is the word Chinese? What is the word Indian? Nationality. Turkish nationality. Japanese nationality. Chinese nationality. And what did we learn? We learned the Chinese, the nationality should come in the last of any sentence. If it has been seen, if it has been used, if it has been written in here first as an adjective, then it is wrong. So we are going to rewrite it. Did the guest like the nutritious? Nutritious is something known to everyone. The Chinese food is nutritious. Okay, so Chinese food is nutritious, something which is known to everyone. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about the good taste of Chinese food. So nutritious coming first. Then general opinion, specific opinion, personal opinion, what I feel about it. There might be people who don't like Chinese food, but if I like Chinese food, that's my personal opinion. If you like Chinese food, that's your personal opinion. So general opinion, specific opinion, then nationality in the end. So that's how it is done, and that's how we have to do it. Now please take out page number 13 of your book. We are going to go through this exercise. Rita is wearing a pretty colorful silk dress. Okay, one has been done for you, and the rest of them you have to do on your own. Maybe I will help you with the second one, but all of them, the rest of them you will have to do on your own so that you can exercise your brain well. Okay, Mohit wants to buy a car, a dash car. Here we have to fill this blank. Okay, fast German, red, inexpensive. So a car is fast. It is known to you. It is known to me. Okay, if you have a car in your, if you have a car or motorcycle, we all know they are fast. We are aware about their speed. So it is a general opinion known by everyone. So car is first adjective we will use will be fast. Okay, Mohit wants to buy a fast. Then we can see German. What is German? Like Indian, it is nationality. then we need to forget about it for the moment right now. We don't have to use it now. We will use it later in the end, because as we learned, nationality has to be in the end. So Mohit wants to buy a fast, inexpensive. The meaning of the word inexpensive is something which doesn't cost very much, something which is cheap in price. So it is my personal opinion that it's the personal opinion of this person Mohit. Mohit wants to buy a fast, inexpensive red German car. Okay, that's how it's gonna go, like fast, inexpensive red German car. Fast, specific opinion, fast, general opinion, specific opinion, my opinion. For me, it's not, it's cheap, but for somebody else, it might be expensive. So for this person, Mohit, it's inexpensive, it's cheap in price, then color red, and as we learned, German nationality in the end. So please do the rest of them on your own. We are going to move further now. One has been done for you. My house has a strong green steel gate. I am going to do the 6th one for you, and you will have to do the rest of them on your own. Okay? The children saw a friendly African grey elephant. African nationality, it is going to go in the last, and then grey. So it will be something like this. The children saw a friendly grey African elephant. Okay? All the best for this exercise. I hope you will be able to do it well. Now we are going to discuss correct use of adjectives. Especially we will be talking about some and any. So in affirmative sentences we use some to indicate quantity or degree, and we use any in negative and interrogative sentences. Now you might be wondering what are negative sentences and what are interrogative sentences. Let me tell you. Negative sentences are those sentences that have no, not in them. You will get it. You will get it on the next slide, don't worry. And interrogative sentences are the sentences that ask questions. And how can you recognize them? When somebody is asking a question to you, that is an interrogative sentence. But the way to recognize it, the way to identify it, when it is presented to you in written, then there will be a question mark, you will see. Okay. We bought some apples. This is affirmative sentence. We did not buy any apple. Can you try to identify which sentence this is? This is negative sentence. As we learned, negative sentence have not in them. Okay, did not, negative sentence. What we learned about interrogative sentence, we learned that interrogative sentences are those sentences which ask questions. So here a question has been asked, were there any oranges in the shop? So in interrogative sentences we have to use any, and in negative sentences we have to use any, and in affirmative sentences some. But there are some cases, sometimes you might be confused, because this is not 100% of the times applicable. So from the exam point of view, I'm going to tell, when you are stuck, when you are confused, and when you do not know what to do, think of it like this: some, kuch, any, koi. Okay, so you have to keep this in your mind always when you are unable to solve any question related to some or any. Some, kuch, any, koi. Okay, so we are going to move forward. Now we will talk about the correct use of adjectives, each and every. We use each when we speak of two nouns, and we use every when we speak of more than two nouns. Okay, we use each when we speak of two nouns, and for more than two we use every. So for each, every; for two, each; for more than two, every. So each, every; each, every. Okay, now I hope you will be very happy to see these photographs. This is Spider-Man and this is Dr. Octopus. So Spider-Man has two hands, Dr. Octopus has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hands. So imagine for a while that these were just sketches. I have given you a sketch of Spider-Man and I have given you a sketch of Dr. Octopus, and I'm going to ask you to fill color in them. I'm going to ask you to paint in them. And so I'm going to tell you, and whoever will do the painting thing, for example, a girl named Deepa has done it. So I will say Deepa has painted each hands, 2 hands. More than 2 hands, 6 hands. Here I will say Deepa has painted every hand. Okay, Deepa has painted each hand. Deepa has painted every hand. Okay, I hope you are clear. I hope you have understood well the meaning of it. Now here, page number 16 of your book, the exercise. Please do not give me any sandwiches today. So negative sentence, not, do not, any. Okay, so you are gonna have to do it on your own. I'm gonna do the last one for you. I played badminton every day during my vacation. Every day. My vacations were so many, not just 2. They were number of days. So every day during my vacation. Rest of them you will have to do on your own, and if you have any query you can ask in the doubt class later. Okay, now we will talk about correct use of adjectives. Little, a little, and a little. Little, a little. I'm gonna tell you a very simple thing to keep in mind when it comes to little, a little, the little. Whenever you use little, the word little, only little, has a negative approach. This has a positive approach, and this has a certain approach. So in other words, negativity, positivity, and certainty. Okay, you are not getting it? You will get it with the help of examples. Okay, Manoj had little hope of clearing the examinations. Means it was very difficult. It was almost impossible for Manoj to pass the examination. So to fail in the exam, is it a good thing or bad thing? Obviously it's a bad thing. Bad things means negative things. So bad things mean negative things. Little negativity, a little positivity. If I had a little diplomacy, if I had little smartness, I would have got out of the situation. Here is the sentence, a little diplomacy would have helped you handle the situation. Okay, all that you required was some diplomacy, not much. A little has a positive meaning. As we were discussing earlier, little has positive meaning. If I had little bit of chocolate, I would eat it. If I had little bit of cake, I would eat it. So it goes like this. Now we will talk about the little. The little, I hope you are aware of this article the. Where there is the, there is particular, some things which are in particular. So certainty, of course, where there is certainty, there are things, you know, we will be talking about in particular. So where the little French that Varun knew helped him to communicate. Varun only knew just a few lines of the language French, and those few lines were enough for him to communicate. So those few lines, particularly those few lines which Varun knew helped him so much. So we were talking about particularly few lines, a particular amount of French which he knew. So we used the little. Okay, so for certainty and for things in particular, the little. For positive things and positivity, a little. And for negativity, little. Same goes in this case, few, a few, and the few. Negativity, positivity, and the certainty. Few leaves, and one major difference you should know: little, a little, the little for uncountable things. Few, a few, the few for countable things. Okay, can you count leaves? Yes, you can. But can you count intelligence? No, you can't. Okay, few leaves were left on the trees after autumn. There were almost no leaves left on the trees. Okay, a few passengers waited for the train. Some passengers were waiting for the train. Okay, the few possessions he had were swept away in the tsunami. He did not have any possession. Here, the few, particularly whatever he had, was gone with tsunami. This is what the few is referring to here, and that's how we have used it, and this is the correct way to use the term the few, the adjective. Here the another exercise, it is on the page number 16 of your book. The few houses in the streets are all large and spacious. One has been done for you and you have to do all of them on your own. Okay, I'm going to do one for you, I'm going to do the last one, and you have to do from 2 to 7. As the officer spoke a little English, all the candidates were able to understand the instruction. Okay, for the sake of understanding, the little means thoda. Okay, so whenever you are confused, always remember this is for sure you need to keep in mind. Okay, I hope you had a good time and I hope you learned well. So this is it for today and I'll see you soon. Thank you.